So in today's lesson, we will see the topic about Allah deserved to be worshipped. Allah deserved to be worshipped, and this topic is related to the Islamic studies chapter 3. Okay. So in this chapter we see so many lessons. It's a lesson number 7 of that chapter. Before going further, I'm going to tell you that all these lessons which we have in the class are uploaded separately for each class in the class light. Although you have book, if you doesn't have book, I will send book to in the email from class light to you, or otherwise you can get it from the class light. It's available there. Why I am separatingly uploading the book or the pages of the classes in the class light? It is because whenever you want to see in which class what we have done, you can just open the class and check what pages we cover. Okay. So after that, what you have, okay. After that, what you have, we have to start the chapter. Okay. Okay. So Hassan, can you read this paragraph? Hassan, are you guys listening me?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Hassan, are you listening me? Hassan, can you read this
Yes, sir.
paragraph? This one? Hassan, are you there? Okay.
Yes, sir. Sorry, I went to drink water.
Okay. Okay. So Hassan, can you
The
read this
creator,
paragraph?
okay. The creator is one, and that he alone has the ability to bring about benefit or harm, and
Hassan, your
that
voice is coming very low.
okay, sir, I'll speak louder.
Now it is coming.
And that he alone is the one who fashions man in the womb, and he is the only provider for all of the creation. Then we must agree that He alone deserves to be worshipped. The evidence that Allah said, Ya ayyuha annasu abudu
Okay. Okay. It's okay.
rabbakum.
It's okay.
Okay.
It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. So now, so Hassan read the creator is the one, and the creator is one, and that he alone has the ability to bring about benefit or to prevent harm. So the creator is the one, is the Allah. He is alone. He has that much ability, that much power, that he can give us a benefit, the advantage, or he can save us. Prevent harm means he can save us from any harmful thing, from any dangerous thing, and that he alone has the power who fashioned man in the womb. He is the one who make man or woman inside the womb of a mother. Okay. And he is the only provider for all of the creation. He is the one who provide food, who provide the food, who provide the things, who provide the needs. He is the only one, he is the provider of the whole creation. Then we must agree that he alone deserves to be worshipped. Okay, if he is the one who gives us all the thing, then along with this rule, so he is the one who deserves to be worshipped, because only Allah is providing us everything. So that's why only Allah is deserving to be worshipped. It means that only we can, Allah deserve only to be worshipped means that we only worship Allah, because in this world no one can provide us anything. All the things, all the roots, all the ways are the formed by the Allah, and all the profit, all the benefits, all the advantages, all the preventions from the harms are from the Allah. Okay, so he is the one who make the man and woman. He is the one because of person can take a breath. He is the one who give us a food. He is the one who grow the plants. He is the one who give us a things, a way of life.
Assalamualaikum,
So
sir.
walaikum assalam. So he is the only one. Allah is the only one who give us everything. So in this perspective, Allah is the only one or deserve to be the one to be worshipped. So, the evidence, the proof of this thing is Allah is saying that, oh, you people. Okay. So, Ashal, can you read this translation? This one in the English?
Okay, sir. Oh, you people, worship your guardian Rab, cherisher and sustainer, who created you and those who came before you, that you may become righteous, who has made the earth your couch and the heavens your canopy, and sent down rain from the heavens, and brought forth, so what is this? Tree with fruits for
Therewith,
you, your
brought forth.
sustainer, then set not up revels in un, unto Allah
Rivals unto Allah. Rivals
unto
unto Allah.
Allah when you know the truth.
Okay. So, okay. So, in this, oh, you people, worship your guardian Rab, the cherisher and the sustainer. So the cherisher means the person, the Allah who provide us everything, and the person who is always in the same way. Sustainer means Allah is from beginning and He will be at the end. There is no end of Allah. So He is the cherisher and the sustainer. O people, worship your Rabb, the guardian Rabb. The word guardian means the person who took our responsibility. So Allah took our responsibility. Who created you and those who came before you, that you may become righteous. So Allah is the one. Worship your Allah. Allah is the one who created you and the people before you, so that you become the right one, you become the correct one. Who has made the earth your couch? It's couch. Couch, you can just consider it just as a sofa. It's not a sofa, but you can just consider it as a couch. You can sleep, you can sit on it. So, Allah has made the earth your relaxing thing. You can move on the earth, you can live on the earth, you can eat food on the earth very easily. So, Allah made the thing, Allah made the earth your couch and the heavens your canopy. The word canopy means a title or the rank. The word canopy here means the title or the rank. So Allah made the earth your bed, your couch, or very easy thing. Okay. And Allah make the heavens or the jannats your ranks and the title. Because we know very well that the person who do the good thing in this world or follows Allah's rule, that person will go to Jannah. So ultimately, Jannah is become our rank or our title. Okay. And send down rain from the heavens. So Allah is the one who give us a water in the form of rain. Because we all
Excuse me,
know
sir.
that someone is saying something.
Excuse me, sir. Yes, it's me, Tashriq.
Okay.
Can I read after this?
Sure, sure. You can. Okay.
Okay, sir.
So, and send
Yes.
down rain from the heavens. And okay. So Allah is the one who gave us the rain, the water. If you know, in this world, only 3% fresh water is available. And apart from that 3%, 1% is coming from the rain. The whole world, the whole world population is drinking that 3% water. And out of that 3%, 1% is coming from there in the form of rain. So there is a someone who is taking care of us. If the rains stop, what would happen? Okay, there is a much crisis of a water. Okay, so Allah is the one who sent down the rain from the heavens and brought forth therewith fruit. So there is a word, brought forth, brought forth. This word, this word means that presenting something. Okay, bring forth. For example, if you are saying bring forth these books, it means that present these books to me. Okay, so bring brought forth means to present something to someone. So Allah is the one who brought forth therewith fruits for your sustenance. Okay, Allah is the one who present food or fruits for our sustenance. The sustenance means we can sustain, we can survive, we can live. So for our survival, Allah present or give us a fruit or the food. And then set not up rivals unto Allah. After all these things, after all these things, Allah made the earth easy for us. Allah make a heaven as a title. Allah give us a rain. Allah give us a food for survival. And then set not up rivals. And afterwards, Allah is saying that then not make a rivalry. The word rival means the two people, those who are not friend. Okay, those who are not friend, those who are enemy. Rivals are the enemies. So then not set up rivals unto Allah when you know the truth. So Allah is saying that I am giving
Excuse
you
me, sir.
these things. So not making a rivalry, not making an enmity between or above Allah when you know the truth. So in this way,
Excuse me,
Allah
sir.
is saying this thing that I am the provider, I am giving you everything for your survival. And do not make the rivalry above or unto Allah. Okay.
Excuse me, sir.
Yes, Tashri?
Yeah, rivalry doesn't mean like someone who's your enemy. It means being someone who you are being competitive against.
Okay. The rivals. Okay. It's a okay. For example, if you talk about the countries, if you talk about the countries or the competitions, like for example, rival is just a person who is competing for some object or a goal. So ultimately, there is an enmity. It's not that kind of enmity that person starts fighting to that one. It's just a
Oh, okay,
competition.
yeah.
It's just a competition in
Yes,
this
that's
term
what I
that
meant.
you are not accepting others. For example,
Yes.
two people are ready to race. Okay, why they are racing? Because both of them are not believing on the other. That's why they are racing. If one person believes that the other person is fast, then the one person can only run and one person is obviously the winner. Because when they don't believe on others, then they starts competition. In the same way, they are saying that when you don't, in this ayat, Allah is saying that when you don't find these things, or when you find out that there is a competition or there is other things like this, so Allah is giving, just giving the reference that I am the one who is giving you everything. So do not make the competition, do not make the enmity that the person is saying that there is a competition. They are adding other gods or the other Allah with the one existence of the Allah. That's why Allah is saying this thing. And Tashriq, you are saying the right thing. This is the exact meaning of that word for the rival which
Understood.
you told.
Okay.
Okay. So the next one is there. Okay. So Tashriq, you want to read this one?
Yeah, sure, sir.
Okay.
Excuse me, sir. Could you wait for a few seconds?
Okay.
I will. My PC is running out of battery. I'll just plug it in. Okay.
Okay. Okay. Sure.
Okay. There are mainly two types of worship. One physically, like praying, fasting, or performing Hajj, and etc. While the other is by heart, like thinking about Allah, His creations, manners, and sentiments. The beautiful thing about the types of worship performed by the heart is that they are ongoing. How? You get rewarded even if you are asleep, as long as you you as long as you sincere about the type of worship like sentiment.
Okay. Okay. So, okay. So there are mainly two types of worship. One is physical and the other one is by heart. So physical praying or the physical worship is like praying, fasting, performing Hajj, giving zakat, all these things, which includes the bodily movement, which includes the bodily movement or the physiques movement. Okay. So the first type is a physically means you have to perform the salah. You have to perform the namaz. What do you have to do? You have to make a wuzu physically. You have to move for fasting. You have to move. You have to do the praying. You have to open the fast. Okay. And performing Hajj. In all these things, you have to move your body physically. And while the other type of worship is by heart, like thinking about Allah's creation, thinking about Allah's manner, and thinking about the word is contentment. Contentment. So the meaning of that word is basically is just an emotion or a state of happiness or satisfaction. For example, when your last paper is done, for example, the last day of the exam, when you're done with your paper, at that time when you sleep, then the satisfaction, the feeling of satisfaction and the happiness is at peak. Why? Because your mind is getting relaxed. Your mind knows that there is no burden tomorrow for tomorrow's class. Why? Because today you gave all the exams. Yes or no? What
Yes.
in the exam, yes, it happens when you give exam. When you are preparing for exam, there is a little pressure on the mind. It's a genuine pressure, everybody has this thing. Okay. But when you are done with the exam, and when you are done with the exam and now you are going to sleep after the exam, then your mind is relaxed, your mind is satisfied, and your mind is happiness. The sleep you will get is the perfect sleep. So the
Excuse
prayer.
me, sir.
Yes.
I finished the assignment and got full marks.
Okay. Okay, that's good. So the praying by heart means you think about Allah, Allah's creation, its manners, its satisfaction, or you can just do the zikr. You can just do the zikr. Zikr is can also be done by the heart. You can do the zikr of Allah by heart. Okay. The beautiful thing about the types of worship performed by the heart. So the worship performed by the heart is that they are ongoing. They are ongoing means they are continue. Okay, how they are continue? You get rewarded even if you are sleeping, as long as you are sincere about this type of worship. Let's suppose, for example, you are happy that you are Muslim. You are happy that you are in the fold of Islam. You are happy that you are a Muslim child. You are happy that you are in the nation of the Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him. So, proud, be proud on these things will also give you the reward from the Allah. Okay? Why? Because these things are also the proud of the Muslims. Okay?
Sir,
Now, yes, one is saying something.
I finished the assignment.
Your voice is not coming. Okay, I will ask. Once I finish, then I will ask you. Okay. So there are two types of worship, physically and by heart. Physical means you have to move your body and you have to move yourself to do that praying. And by heart, it's ongoing. It's an ongoing uh, uh, worship that it will also give you reward even in the sleep. Why? Because your thoughts are pure and your thoughts will taking a reward from the Allah, because Allah is saying that everything is based on the thought. Every action is based on the thought. Every action is based on the thoughts. For example, if somebody is performing the salah is the action of body. But if person is showing it to other people, that see uh, how much I am good at praying, I am praying Allah 24/7, but the thought of that person is just to show off, then that person will not get any reward. So Allah is saying that the actions are based on the thoughts. Whatever you are doing, your thought will matter. Someone is giving charity to people, but the purpose is just to advertisement, is just to show the pictures on the social media, is just to show the people that how much caring I am. That person is not believing or considering that Allah will be happy. That person is just considering that the people will see how much caring I am. So that person will not be rewarded in a good way. Why? Because these type of reward, these type of things will be, these type of actions will be not beneficial without thoughts. So thoughts will matter. Thoughts will matter. Every action in the Islam will be based on the thoughts. Whatever we are doing, our thought will make it a pure or unpure. So, okay. So, Arham, can you read this one? The ruling of shirk.
Okay, sir.
Okay.
Shirk basically is a
Polytheism.
polytheism. I.e. point the worship of others alone with Allah. It also
Implies
impels,
implies
applies,
attributing
attributing to a
divine
divine
attribute
attribute to any another belief
besides,
Allah besides Allah. Its particularly
as
implies
associating associating
asserting asserting
okay, partners
partner in worship with Allah, or to believe that the source of power, harm, or blessing is from other blessed
besides
Allah,
besides
besides Allah.
Okay, that's
Yes.
good. So, Aram, read the ruling of shirk. So, shirk is basically the polytheism. Polytheism, the word poly, P-O-L-Y. P-O-L-Y means two. Poly means two or more than two. So, shirk basically is a polytheism. Polytheism means the person who believes on polytheism, that person is a polytheist. Polytheist is the person who believes on more than two gods. Believe on more than two gods. Okay, two or more than two gods. So shirk is basically the polytheism. It means that the person who believes that there is another power same as the Allah, that person is a polytheist. Okay, so shirk is basically the polytheism. Okay, there is a word IE. There is a word IE. The full form is of this word is a in essence with. It's in essence with. Okay. In simple words, we can say more about it, more about this thing, more about this sentence. We can write it in the short form, or in simple words, you can say, for example. Okay. So this is the justification for this IE, the worship of others along with Allah. This is the example of shirk. The some Muslim can worship any other thing same as Allah and worship other things. So this is a shirk. It also implies attributing divine attributes to any other besides Allah. Okay, for example, see, what is shirk? Shirk is saying that some person is start believing that there are some more things like the Allah. It means that there are more God. This is a complete shirk. The second thing is that the person is saying that Allah is there, the power of Allah is with it, but there is one another thing which is not equal to Allah, but has some powers like Allah. So it means that it implies, the word implies means apply. This thing, shirk also applies on attributing divine attributes. The word divine means, let me write. The word divine means oneness. Okay? The Allah is divine. Okay? Allah is one. Implies means apply. So shirk rule is apply on the attributing oneness attributes to other besides Allah. It means that if someone is saying that this person has a power of Allah, that person is not Allah, but that thing or that person has power of Allah, this thing also considered as shirk. One shirk is that the person is believing that there are more God. The second shirk is that the person is believing that Allah is one, but other person has same power like Allah. It means that the person has the attributes or the components or some powers like the Allah. It's particularly apply. Particularly means specifically or specially apply associating. Particularly means specifically implies means apply. Associating means adding. Associating means adding. So it means that it especially apply adding partners in worship with Allah or to believe that the source of power, the source of power, harm or blessing it from others besides Allah. So some person is thinking that the power can come to us other than Allah. Something can harm us other than Allah. Or something will give us a reward or make something good other than Allah is considered as a shirk. It's considered as a shirk. It means that some people will believe that we can do this thing. This thing will give us a harm. No, that thing will not give us a harm. Okay? Because Allah has only the power to save us from the harm or give us harm. Because Allah has only this power. Nobody else has the power to give us harm in this world. Okay? So the person who believes that someone has a power like Allah, it's a shirk, and someone believes that there are more God or more Allahs are there, then it is also the shirk. One more point for you is that I am also repeating that point. Shirk is a non-forgivable sin of the Allah. Allah will forgive every sin, but Allah will not forgive shirk at any condition. Okay? Because shirk is done by the Muslim. Shirk is done by the Muslim. Okay? The disbelief is done by the kufr or the people, those who are not Muslims. Shirk is done by the Muslim. So that's why Allah put the biggest punishment for as a non-forgivable sin. It is the biggest sin in Islam that the person is doing a shirk. It means that the person is a Muslim earlier. Okay? And when that person is Muslim and during this time that person is saying that the Allah is not one, there are many gods, so it means that that person is doing a shirk. And when the person do this thing, it's a non-forgivable sin, as Allah also told that this is the biggest sin of Islam. Did you guys understand this thing?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So
Yes, sir.
in the translation, Allah is
Could
telling.
I read?
Okay, Ayan, you want to read? Who wants to read? Someone is saying something.
Sir, I want to read.
Okay, okay, wait a second. Aram, you are saying something?
Sir, devil also have powers.
Yes, devil also have powers. Devil also have powers, but these powers are temporary. Devil has much life. It has Devil has more life than us because devil is there. He make an agreement with Allah. Devil, the shaitan make an agreement with the Allah that you can give me life till the end of the world, till the Qiyamah. When the Qiyamah starts, okay, then the shaitan will not help his followers. There are so many people in this world, those who are followers of Shaitan. Okay, how they follow? They tell lies, they do not respect others, they do bad things. So ultimately, they are the followers. We worship Allah, we do the things which Allah said, so we are the followers of Allah. So, in the same way, Shaitan gave the powers of those bad things or the bad peoples. But the point is, when the Qiyamah start, at that time there is no one to help. Only Allah is there, and that person would be there. So no, who one will save that person from the hell? No one. No one will save that person from the hell, and the person have to burn in the hell forever. Okay? So that's why Allah is always saying that come to me, come to us. Because that person who died as a non-Muslim, that person will never enter in the Jannat. Okay? As a Muslim, it's our belief that only Muslims will enter in the Jannat. So, devil has a power, it has a temporary power till the end of the world, till the end of the mankind, till the end of the human era. It has some powers, it has some more powers, but not more than the Allah. Not more than the Allah. Allah has every power, okay? But Shaitan has some power like life. Okay, in this world, nobody has a power to give life to anyone. Nobody. Even Shaitan doesn't have this power to give life to anything. Only Allah has this power. So there are so many qualities and attributes and powers of Allah which no one have. If someone say I have this power which only Allah have, that person is telling a lie. Because in this world, no one has this power. Someone is saying I can give life to anything. It's not possible. Only Allah is the one who give life to anyone. Okay? So there are so many other things which only Allah can do. So there is no power like the Allah or not equal to Allah. Allah has the most powerful. Shaitan have some powers, but till the end of the world. Aran, did you got it?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now, okay, Ayan, can you read the translation?
Yes, sir. Worship Allah and do not
Associate.
associate anything with him. Had they associated other with him, their labors would have indeed been annihilated.
Okay. So the first sentence is saying that the first translation or the first saying of the Allah is saying that worship Allah. It means that praying Allah. Praying Allah, and do not associate. It's a associate. Associate means do not associate anything with Allah. Do not associate anything with Allah. Okay, in the second one, the Allah is saying that had they associate others with him, had they associate others with him, so their labors would have indeed been annulled. Okay, so it means that the word labors is generally used for the people. It's generally used, not literally. It's generally used here. Had they associate others with him, their labors means people would have been declared invalid or not good. The word annulled means the people who are declared as invalid or decided. So it's just a declared as invalid the people who are doing a shirk or associating something with the Allah. So these people are declared as invalid. Invalid means incorrect. Okay. So they are just considered in this way. So right now we are stopping it here. The time of the period is finished. There is an assignment in the class light waiting for you. And we will continue it from here in the next class. Okay. So
Okay,
best
sir.
of luck.
Bye.
We will meet in the next class, inshallah. Bye everyone.
Bye, sir.
Bye everyone.